Welcome back, good friends. This is the follow-up video for the Minute Wax from Turtle Wax. This was requested. I had done an introductory video, and I had pretty many requests to follow up, and we're going to do that today. So in the first video, I showed you how to use it, many ways to use it. In this video, we'll look closely at its characteristics once it's applied and once it's cured. So we have two test panels. On the one test panel, we're going to apply it dry. And that's what we're doing right here in this little square that's taped off. We'll let it cure. We'll jump over to the other panel and we'll give it the wet application treatment on the other panel. And then we'll take a look at its characteristics, what it does for you. Straight away, the slickness is what kicks in, and I did mention that in the first video. So there's no mention of cure time. There's wax, there's polymers, there's ceramic in there. I'm going to let it sit and grab the panels, drag them out the next day, and we'll go from there. Let's jump over to this panel, and as you can see, no protection whatsoever. So where we have the red masking tape, I'll cover up the rest of the panel so it doesn't get contamination or misted or overspray from application. And the reason that would happen is the vehicle's wet. We are mimicking what it would look like after a fresh wash on your vehicle, and that's the best time to then spray this on for protection because it's a simple spray and rinse technique. While the car is still wet, spray it on there just like this. Then grab your pressure washer or something with a strong stream of water, rinse it off, and it's protected. From there, you definitely want to dry with a microfiber drying towel. Skip the leaf blower in this process. Okay, so just like that, this panel is protected as well. And I dried it off with a drying towel as recommended, and we're going to let these cure. And we'll take a look the next day. Okay, we are back. I did a quick rinseless wash as these hoods sat out back and got a little pollen and dusty. But the first thing I noticed was the slickness and the blocks. I tried different types of blocks and they slide out of that protected area much quicker. And you can feel the slickness. It feels like silk. Okay, now we can talk about gloss. And I think the two greatest strengths are the gloss and slickness. What I have applied them to and the colors that this was applied to have had a nice, rich, deep-looking color. They make the color pop, and you can just put some numbers behind what I'm seeing with the gloss meter here. Same with this panel, and this panel is really beat up, and it's still got it to shine. I also put the product over not only paint protection film, but wraps, and it's perfectly fine over those materials as well. So this was, again, the wet application, and slickness is definitely a lot better in the protected area. And so is gloss. There's also a little bit of a jetting effect to report, and that means that where you apply it, it gives the paint a darker and richer and a deeper look to it. And you should be able to see that right here. Next, water behavior. How does the product shed water? Does it sheet? Does it bead? If it's just a mist like this, it will bead. Not the most impressive beads in the world, but you can definitely see where the protection is. And if you flood the area, it will sheet quickly. Durability. Well, the shampoo, the bucket, has a mixture of a strip wash and a highly alkaline traffic remover from Build Hamber, and combined together I can get about a month or two worth of washes before I can see it start to break down. And we'll see that illustrated right here. As I get into the sixth wash, seventh, you start to see it break down a little bit, more towards sheeting. You can always tell where the protection is, and we don't remove the protection altogether. But whatever is added to the formula to give it its beading properties wears down. Again, there's three things: wax, there's ceramic, and there's also polymers in here. So one of them gives way rather quickly, and that's always going to be the wax first. And here's where you start to see the protection lax a little bit, combining beading and sheeting. And the sheeting's really starting to slow down. But you can still see where the protection is. So strengths, again, are going to be the gloss and slickness. And the weaknesses are going to be durability and its ability to fight off chemicals. But you could probably get a good month or 2 or 3 worth of washes. What's not added to this equation is what Mother Nature can also throw at it besides your wash process. So keep that in mind. And now we can turn our attention to the panel that we use, the wet application method. And surprisingly, the results weren't all that different. It broke down a little bit quicker. You would think the dry application method would hold up a lot better, but it was pretty close. So just wanted to share that as well. So there we go. We broke down the Minute Wax just a little bit further. Keep in mind, this is a product that can be found anywhere. In a pinch, you can run out to Walmart if you want to get it. So for under $10, you do get a lot, 20 ounces. It is quick and easy to apply, and the strengths are slickness and gloss. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. Hope that helps, and I'll catch you in the next video.